Viva, Madre PROSA, viva, 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 Madre PROSA, viva, viva. PROSA Speaks to the press, yo, men are ready, yo, we are imagining, Manda, Arrow, Abanga Party, Arrow, fluctuation, Arrow, free waspies, Arrow, masses, children, Arrow, free education, Arrow, Africa socialism, Arrow, intentional education, give on education, give on temp, give on education, give on temp, Manda, Africa, Manda social justice, Manda Africa, Manda, viva, Madre PROSA, viva, student advocacy, viva, free tuition, viva, Chamarete, viva, women procedure, viva, TSG, viva, operation, viva, militant, viva, peace and love for Liberia, viva, student community, viva, Filo Castro, viva, long live, don't die in spirit, PROSA, long live, don't die in spirit, revolutionary accords, long live, Madre PROSA, yo, Madre PROSA, yo, oh, Chamarete, oh, he's a leader,
Abanga Party.
Oh, he's a leader,
Abanga Party.
oh, Chamarete, oh, he's a leader,
Abanga Party.
long live, oh, Chamarete, oh, he's a leader,
Abanga Party.
oh, he's a leader,
Abanga Party.
Let me tell you the story of my life. Let me tell you about the story of my Nobody wants to see us sing. Nobody wants to see you stand. Nobody wants to see you Let me tell you about the story of my life. PROSA, viva! 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 Student Chicago, viva! 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 Bar Americanism, viva! 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 Free tuition, viva! 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 Free WASP, viva! Viva! Don't dance for free tuition, don't let the practice for free tuition, don't let the masses of Liberia, don't let the struggling students of Liberia, don't let Interfiltration intelligence. Yo, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, interfiltration intelligence. Yo, yo.
Yeah. Down. 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 One more row. Down. 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 Someone nothing. Down. 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 Backward. Down. Forward. 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 You got it down. Forward. 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 Tell me, go forward. Yo, Matthew Prosa. Yo. Yo, avant-garde party. Yo.
Mono, ça peut pas de mono. Dumo. Gan duro, nene o mara ma gese do amu yo. Ni masia ni do yin. Yo. Mena yo. Le pardon must speak. Yo. The pardon will never die. Yo. You got a talent, yo. Meditation card.
Viva!
Down, reactionaries down! 50 down! Aluta!
Atinao, abagabati Atinao, you gotta dance Atinao, Dulumao, abagabati Dulumao, Manda, forward, abagabati forward, you gotta dance forward, down, sound down, thinking down, backwardness down, Atinao, abagabati
Viva, Prosa, viva, the avant-garde party, viva. Commerce. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, militants and cadres of the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Student Alliance of the State University. For soldiers, paratroopers, guardian men and women of the University of Liberia, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is our responsibility as young student radicals, as student leaders, as revolutionaries, to always come in defense of the defenseless student masses of our republic. It is our responsibility to also identify contradictions already covered us. It is for that backdrop now we extend warm revolutionary greetings for the man who chairs the triangular sessions of Africa's biggest and foremost student-based movement.
Don't lay, I'll go like chairman, don't lay.
In person of Dato Regency Jarawadi Mukowe. And this movement, history has summoned us to perform a singular task. And we are under obligation to perform the assigned task to the best of our ability. Throughout our existence, we have never and ever negotiated or compromised our existence. Even during the dark days, when we were hunted, when we were chased, when we were suspended and expelled, we never one day submission ourselves into cowardice.
Yo, but I'm not going to carry that. Yo.
And from that backdrop, that I'm designated to introduce kind of men and women who have stood the test of time in the history of the revolutionary avant-garde progressive student alliance of the State University. So, to confront reactionaries, putting on the ground their educations. It is from that backdrop that I'm delighted to recognize the front bench of the revolutionary avant-garde progressive student alliance of the University of Liberia. So, let me begin by recognizing the brother who is charged with the responsibility to recruit. The brother in whom many refer to as the working encyclopedia.
Working encyclopedia. Yo.
Manda! Working on here, party.
The man who is responsible to recruit men to the revolutionary avant-garde progressive student alliance of the State University. So, in person of former leader, Commissaire John Fofi Douglé. Commissaire Douglé, là, ma distinct honor.
Lole, John Fofi Douglé, lole. Yo, mon attention, mon yo.
Let me also recognize the sister, a fellow Burns sister. She's an adult, battle tested and battle ready. As a matter of fact, she accommodated thousands of females to the avant-garde party. Her role in the youth and student community cannot be overemphasized. In fact, her role is incontestable and unmatched. Comrade Adiola, sister in arm, Malapet Fatuma Dore.
We incarnate Indira Gandhi. Female fighter and leader.
Let me also use a platform to recognize a brother, a decent country of the revolutionary avant-garde progressive student alliance of the State University. So, the brother who has sacrificed the blood, sweat, and tears for the existence of what is today the progressive student alliance of the State University. So, as a matter of fact, he is that brother that is representing the over 25,000 students at the State University at the level of the Youth Council.
That's our own.
He's a decent brother. He's a decent brother, a battle tested, Commissaire William Sano Jr. alias Chad Kovara.
Yo, history account of history. Yo, intellectual guru. Yo, political apparatus. Yo, Luther.
As we earlier stated, that in our articulation we will be succinct because it was just a singular role that is sound to us and nothing else. But we will perform to the best of our ability. Let me let you know that I am not the official spokesperson of this movement. Neither am I the official communicator of the party's message. The person, the individual that is charged with self-responsibility is no other person but a mentor, a teacher, a battle-tested cadres. In fact, through her tutelage, thousands of emerging militants and cadres are benefited. His pen power is incontestable.
Yeah.
His intellectual weight is unmatched. We can boast of this brother. He will be the one to take you through the entire press conference. He will even be the one to recognize the chairperson of our institution.
Yeah.
Say the only light that I will point toward myself, it is in a light that I will decimate myself and dot myself in submission and give credence to a big brother, motivational speaker, in cadre, Justin, Janiba, Ara, Chris Honey. Chris Honey.
Viva, 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 Chris Honey, viva.
Viva!
Viva, manda, teacher, Zayo.
Zayo.
Manda.
Where to?
Manda.
Where to?
Manda.
Where to?
Manda, 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 viva, 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 Avant-Garde viva.
Viva!
Viva, 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 progressivism viva.
Viva!
Viva, 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 egalitarianism viva.
Viva!
Manda!
Where to?
Manda!
Where to?
Manda!
Where to?
Manda!
Where to?
Reactionary tendency.
Abbas!
Reactionary tendency.
Abbas!
Reactionary tendency.
Abbas!
Nepotism.
Abbas!
Nepotism.
Abbas!
Corruption.
Abbas!
Corruption.
Abbas!
Corruption.
Abbas!
Corruption.
Abbas!
Corruption. Oh, Avant-Garde party. Yo, yo.
Yeah.
Manda!
Where to?
Luther comrades. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, reputable journalists that are here present to cover the first press conference, elaborate press conference for the year 2024. To cover the press conference of the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Student Alliance of the University of Liberia.
So!
I want to say to you, you are welcome to the national office of the Indomitable Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Student Alliance of the University of Liberia.
So!
Permit me, ladies and gentlemen of the press, to seize this occasion and bring you warm, heartfelt revolutionary greetings from the sacred office of the man who presides over the tripartite sections, cross-section, the joint session of Africa's fastest-growing neo-progressive, mass-based, pan-Africanist, nationalist, egalitarian movement in the indomitable revolutionary avant-garde progressive alliance of the University of Liberia.
So,
The President of Comrade Chairperson, Commissar Richardson Jala Wale Mukobwe, we have been given a simple task to execute. We are clothed with responsibility to introduce the official communicator of today's message, the chief convener of the insurmountable revolutionary avant-garde progressive alliance of the University of Liberia.
So!
And we hope to do that to the best of our ability. And so, ladies and gentlemen of the press, we want to say to you that after 8 years of the struggle of sacrifice, after 8 years of the struggle of resistance, the assembly and the convergence of egalitarian militants, egalitarian foot soldiers who are here today clearly tells you it is a clear demonstration of what we refer to as a manifest destiny. Those who yesterday made or found their claims and made devilish pronostication about the institution, that this institution or this revolution was an intense revolution, we have come here today to reassure the public and reaffirm our position in the populous people's struggle. Our convergence here clearly defeats the argument that have been proffered by untold propagandists against our institutions. And so, we are here, and it is upon the struggle history, the struggle credential, it is upon the blood, tears, and sweat of people who call forefathers who laid the foundation for our revolution to stand. It was upon that foundation today that we have erected the structure of egalitarianism. And so the voices from a distance of those people who laid the foundation for our institution still echo even up to today. And we can still hear the voices telling us and young militants to never waver or give up in our intent. Those voices continue to push us in battles against the elements of reactions. And we want to say to you here, we extend our unflinching revolutionary salute to all the standing soldiers of the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Alliance of the University of Liberia. For remaining committed to the values, for upholding the principles, and not betraying the ideals of the populous people's struggle, and not betraying the ideals of our revolution. We want to say to you, we salute you. Not too many persons will have the courage in life to take the path you have taken. But like we always say, the revolution will cause men and women who are ideological, not only ideological, but men and women who have the intestinal fortitude and courage to take on the responsibility against all odds in society, against every form of intimidation, to accept the consequences and live by the consequences. And so, on the basis of that, we want to say we salute you for the courage you demonstrated in your level of discipline to our institution. Today, the party will be making its first position statement in the year 2024. And by far, this is the most, since the beginning of this year, this will be the most significant position statement ever issued since the beginning of this year.
First statement. Viva, 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 PROSA, viva.
Viva!
And we want to say to the President Joseph Human Boykai, you must be an ardent follower of history. Like this institution was established in 2015, under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that very institution agitated, shook, and vibrated the tune of misrule and bad governance. Under George Weah, this very institution was the institution that led the advocacy for what is today the free tuition at the University of Liberia.
Long live, long live, long live, long live the free tuition generation, long live!
Not only that, but this institution compelled the CDC government to sustain the free tuition for 6 years. This institution also dealt with the sluggish attitude of some officials within the CDC government. And we want to say to you, President Joseph Human Boykai, if you think that this institution, or if you think that there will be a decision from the executive mansion for you that will contravene or that will go against the interests of the mass of our people and you will not be resisted, then you must think otherwise. Our appearance here today is a demonstration of a rude awakening of revolutionary egalitarian soldiers who are prepared and daring to unearth the contradictions, and not only unearth the contradictions, but to ensure that we continue to remain at the barricade with the responsibility to provide ideological and revolutionary consciousness for the masses of our people. The only true and genuine vehicle that is poised and I have the responsibility, charged with the responsibility to drive the national liberation agenda of this country. It lies within the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Alliance of the University of Liberia. That will be led under the capable leadership, the able leadership of former revolutionary chairperson Richardson Jalawale Mukobwe. And because this institution was established to defend the rights and privileges of the students of the Republic, the young people, and by far the masses of our people, we want to say to you here, ladies and gentlemen of the press, we want to say, for the fact that the masses of our people cannot have access to safe drinking water, for the fact that the masses of our people have been relegated to human garbage, for the fact that children in this country have been abused, and they have been used as breadwinners and denied access to education. This institution came into establishment for that reason and many other reasons. And so, ladies and gentlemen of the press, this is just a message, a clarion call to the president. This is not a threat. We are revolutionaries. We don't make threats. We send our caveats. The sooner the better. This institution has the responsibility to compel the president of the republic
to ensure that you live up to your promises to the Liberian people. Anything other than that, the people will have the responsibility. And if the masses of our people have reached the point, they have reached at the cliff of the valley, and when they want to take charge of that destiny, this institution will be around, will be at the front gates of history, to lead the masses of our people in the path of progressivity, to lead the masses of our people in the path of prosperity. And we are determined to do that. And so permit me, ladies and gentlemen of the press, like I told you, I'm not the official speaker. The official communicator and the chief convener of our institution is no other person but a long-standing brother and acclaimed revolutionary par excellence. This man has risen from the lowest rank in the avant-garde party to the highest position in our institution on the basis of discipline. And so permit me, comrades, and I say to all militants, as the statement is about to be read, your responsibility is to remain vigilant. Remain very vigilant, remain posted, remain watchful. As I usher in, the man who referred to, he is the transmigrated version of Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, of the Chama Mapinduzi party. And Walimu, translated into English, with teacher. So the responsibility rests on your shoulder. As you are clothed with the responsibility to lead the masses of our people. Like the story report yesterday, we know that the masses of our people will always be with us. So, Comrade Chairperson, the Republic, the masses of our people are eager, they are following you. They are eager to listen to the message of the avant-garde party. Within this message carries the hope of the masses of our people. This message carries the aspirations of the masses of our people. This message defines the collective destiny of the masses of our people. And on the basis of that, I want to say, Comrade Chairperson, and to the leadership, we appreciate and we salute the leadership for giving us the opportunity to introduce the official communicator. We say thank you very much.
Our chairman, Zayo, 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 our chairman, Zayo. Our chairman, Aluta, Progressive Students Alliance, PROSA, University of Liberia, Office of the Chairman. PROSA calls on President Joseph Yuma Boakai not to repeal the free tuition and wax payment policy, demands that the President of the Republic declare his assets, calls for the establishment of a War and Economic Crimes Code. Comrades and fellow compatriots, egalitarian jingoists, purveyors of social justice and academic freedom and economic liberty, the destitute masses, the underprivileged, unemployed young people, struggling marketeers, reputable members of the folk estates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The avant-garde party uses this wavelength to call on His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai not to repeal the free tuition and wax policy that has been enjoyed by thousands of struggling students throughout the Republic. The intelligence unit of our party has informed us reliably that there is a conversation currently ongoing amongst members of the President's Advisory Council to abolish the free tuition and wax policy. We want to loudly avoid in a reverberating tone that it will be a great mistake on the part of this government under the leadership of Mr. Boakai to terminate the free tuition and wax policy that we have enjoyed. Therefore, we anticipate that this rescue mission encapsulates the hopes and aspirations and benefit of the Liberian students. We are asking the President to sustain the free tuition and free wax policy, and not only that, but to develop a better policy framework that will improve education at every level, reaching from primary to level. Education must be seen as a national priority.
Yo, your education was dead. Yo.
We want to state for the record and send out a caveat to the president that we are already engaged with the students and their poverty-stricken parents to get ready to resist any attempt to cancel the free tuition and wax policy. We are aware that the elements of reaction understand that the University of Liberia is the centrifugal force of resistance in the Republic. Therefore, it is a clever attempt to depopulate the university and throw out many students out of school. But we can guarantee the government that this decision will be greeted with the fiercest resistance.
Long live, fierce resistance, long live.
Viva, PROSA will resist them in any for viva.
Additionally, Section 10.1 of the National Code of Conduct states, in summary, that all public officials and employees of government declare his or her income, assets, and liability prior to taking office and thereafter. Against that backdrop, Mr. Bwaka has violated the National Code of Conduct, and therefore, for expediency and transparency, the party demands that the president declare his assets so as to serve as motivation for other public officials to follow similar path. It is 1 week plus since Mr. Bwaka assumed the presidency, but has refused to make public his assets. The issue of asset declaration is to promote good governance and discourage corruption in public office. It allows the public to be informed about previous assets acquired by public officials before coming to power. The reluctant attitude of the president to declare his assets is not only troubling but worrisome. The immediate past President George Weah came under serious criticism to declare his assets when he took over as president. Mr. Bwaka promulgated in his inaugural address that his government will not continue on quote-unquote business as usual. But from all indications, it doesn't seem to be any different. The declaration of assets allows for all public officials to make known their incomes, assets, and liabilities and financial interests visible for public perusal. This should not be a cosmetic process done merely to deceive the public. Rather, there should be an independent task force set up to do a rigorous investigation on the declaration of assets by public officials.
President, you shall contradiction ESP,
This alone encourages investors to trust the government and allow international financial institutions to have confidence in the government. Lastly, the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Party calls for the establishment of a war and economic crimes code, so that those who committed heinous crimes must be brought before the court and if found guilty should face the full weight of the law. It has been over 2 decades since our country experienced one of the worst atrocities in history. The 2 most brutal civil unrests occurred between 1989 and 2003. Those terrific periods are characterized by mass killings of women and children and forceful sexual abuse of young girls through rape gangs and many other inexplicable atrocities.
Down, warlord, down, warlord, down. Forward, warlord, go forward.
We believe that the only way those victims can have true healing is for their perpetrators to be brought to justice to answer for their actions and inactions. If this government is true about reconciliation, then the first step
towards national recovery must start with the establishment of a war and economic crimes code to bring impunity into account. Our country can no longer continue to serve as a safe haven for those who committed devilish acts against the innocent masses of our people. The economic crimes code component of the code shall deal with the issue of rampant corruption through our government. Those who have very high desire to steal must be prosecuted for sweating state resources and abusing public funds for personal interest. The establishment of the Economic Crimes Code will help to alleviate the issue of corruption in government and promote a healthy fiscal environment that will encourage investors to trust the business climate of our country for investments. We hereby call on Mr. Bwaka to listen to the weeping voices of those, their souls, who lost their lives during the period of our national tragedy. We call on the government to immediately put into motion plans and workable tools that are needed to establish a court and restore dignity to the masses of our people and those of our foreign compatriots who died during the civil unrest.
Viva, 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 the people are weeping, viva, 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 the people need just viva, viva.
In conclusion, we have deposited our trust and confidence in the collective wisdom of the students and patriotic masses of our people. We rely solely on the people to achieve our national liberation agenda. Until total freedom is attained, the struggle continues. Done an issue on the 3rd day of February, AD 2024 by mandate of the all-powerful chairpersons of the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Students Alliance at the State-run University. Signed, Cadre Justin W. Jaliba Jr., Secretary General PROSA. Approved, Cadre Richardson J. Kobe, Chairman PROSA.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the press, you have just listened to the eloquent presentation of the most brilliant student leader in the Republic of Liberia. The party has issued a very strong position to the President of the Republic. And we want to say here that you have listened to the all-powerful chairperson of our institution. It is the responsibility now of the press to ask questions, and your questions should be in line with everything that was read or ingrained within this particular press statement. So we will with your question. Thank you very much.
My name is Emmanuel To. I report for Cool TV and Cool 91.9 FM from Pinsville. My attention has been drawn directly to the asset declaration. Is there a time frame given to President Bwaka by PROSA to ensure that it's swiftly done?
The early day before yesterday, the University of Liberia came out with a press statement, and in that statement they said there have been no time and there have been no meeting that the University of Liberia has concluded of increasing the tuition of the University of Liberia. How can you reconcile that?
Look, let me be frank with you. The University of Liberia is playing a double standard game. We understand how the university operates. Like we said to you, that we have received classified intelligence in the camp, in the circle of Mr. Bwaka among his advisory team, that this filtration policy must be abolished. So the university is aware, but because of the tension it has risen in the public, and we told them that any attempt to abolish the filtration policy, it will be catastrophic. And we don't want to preempt the action of the avant-garde party. So because of the tension that was being raised on the social media and from other sources, the university decided to play a double standard game and say, oh, we are not aware, but we are aware that the university is aware. And we hope and we show that since they said they are not aware, let it just remain that they are not aware. But the filtration policy, any attempt to temper our aid, we can say to you, the avant-garde party will now remain tight-lipped. The avant-garde party will move into history and change the course of action.
And follow up to that, you want to ensure that the free tuition policy is kept. What are some of the benefits students are experiencing amidst there have been controversial that the school is deplorable, in fact it's overpopulation or overcrowding of the school? What's some of the benefits you guys benefiting that you want to ensure that this is kept?
Simple. Tertiary education. Tertiary education. People complaining about the appalling condition of the university. Yes, of course, we allude to that. The university condition is appalling. Are we satisfied? No. We are saying that the government must be able to come and intervene to make sure that these deplorable conditions can be settled. But the free tuition is something that benefits the vast majority of the people. Even you that here come generally, directly or indirectly, you benefit from this free tuition policy. Every one of us benefit from this policy. So we said the policy must be maintained, but not only that, the government must put our feet down to the fire and be able to reform the university. We have an issue with bathrooms, we have issue with buses, we have issue with instructors, we have issues with blackboard, and there are so many issues. Are we satisfied? No. We are encouraging the government to be able to improvise and improve on those challenges. Thank you.
And Darius, a report from OKFM. I'm concerned about the establishment of the war and economic plan. Government goal, government plan. We talk about the establishment of the war plan. During the George Weah administration, 2017, the key campaign message was to establish the war's economic plan. That's why Waka also did the same. How do you think when the CDC-led government did not establish the war plan, and you call it on the Waka to establish the war plan? Do you think Liberians are really focusing on establishing the war plan, or just taking it message because of as a campaign message? What confidence do you have that the administration will establish the war plan?
Well, thank you. The first thing that we must understand here is this. In your quest for reconciliation, in your quest for unification, in your quest to rescue, there are fundamental issues that must be addressed. Today, people in this country, they stay parade with the scar of the Civil War. In fact, those major perpetrators and actors are parading the corridor and making mockeries out of these people. In fact, today, they are benefiting from their struggle by abusing the people during the Civil War. Today, you have individuals, we don't want to mention their name, but you are aware. So the Liberians are not satisfied, ranging from the Taylor regime, Malasari regime, coming down to Weah regime. Liberians has been calling for the War and Economic Crimes Code to be established. And it's unfortunate that previous regime have played deaf ear. They have remained adamant to the establishment of this code. And some of us we advocated that this bill or this war crime code be established. Now that we have a quote-unquote rescue team, everybody is aware. He said they're coming to rescue. So we think and we believe in ourselves that the rescue team will be able to rescue us by breaking the war crimes code. And if this code is not established, my brother, trust me, there will still be division. The entire country is divided. People are angry because people who committed heinous crime, example is P. Johnson, example is Potneke. Some of us, we were frustrated when we see the individuals. When we see them, we suffer from psychological trauma. Because these were people that slaughtered human beings' lives. They were televised. And today they step by the corridor of power and they determine the government of this country. We're not satisfied. So we say to Mr. Baka, if you want to rescue this country, the rescue mission must start with the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. Anything other than that, you feel Liberian people.
What does this mean? What does this mean for Liberia, for the establishment of the war?
What does it mean? Simple. When this court is established, obviously, people will be served justice. What does that mean for you when somebody harms you and taken to court? What you go to the court for? For justice to be served. So people are not being served justice, so they are not at peace. When this court is established, and people who slaughter their parents, today people are poor, because you're having criminals that loot their state resources, today they are living in luxuries at the expense of people today, they're not satisfied. So people will be happy when people like Prince Johnson, people like Bodneke, people like George Bole, and their likes. When today they are being apprehended and persecuted, of course, the country will be safe and will be peaceful. Thank you.
A follow-up to the war and economic crimes code issues. Lastly, sure. I'm Gerard T. Morris, and I report for Freedom FM. I want to know, the issue of war and economic crimes code been lingering in the Liberian space for a very long time now, right? And that, I think that responsibility is clocked in the representatives of each district to do that. What are the steps you guys are taking to make sure you guys keep your representatives feet to the fire until that bill will be introduced in the House?
This is a step. Clear example. This is the step. Confront our legislators. Confront the executive. Confront state actors. So this is the step we are taking. We are confronting them diplomatically. We're telling them, in fact, it is not something to go and appeal.
And if they don't listen,
I'm sure they will listen. I want to believe they will listen. I'm 100% convinced that